Alright, so
Am I recording?
I guess it's red with a white. Yeah, it's recording.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to read to you a book called Wild Rescues by Jerry B. Jenkins and Chris Fabry. See? First I'll read to you the back of the book. Everyone in town is on edge when a string of robberies hit Red Rock, Colorado. Bryce and Ashley Timberland are excited about being hired to take care of the neighbor's Apelka farm, but is it safe for them to be alone at the farmhouse? That's the question. Bryce and Ashley Timberland are normal 13-year-old twins, except for one thing. They discover action-packed mystery wherever they go. Wanting to get to the bottom of any mystery, these twins find themselves on a non-stop search for truth. Okay, to get started, I was thinking of reading to you a chapter or two a day, or night, whenever we do this. Okay, Ashley, that's the girl. I wasn't trying to save anyone's life or catch thieves that lazy Sunday afternoon. I wasn't even thinking about the stuff Bryce and I would do after the last day of school. I was just trying to read a book and not doing a very good job because I kept nodding off. Do you ever do that? Try to read in bed, then drop the book and scare yourself and how to hunt for the page you were on? I finally gave up and went to sleep. The phone woke me, and I tried to put on my best non-groggy voice. No idea why I do that either, as if there's something wrong with someone catching me asleep. Catherine, an older woman said. She sounded out of breath. No, she's not here right now. Can I take? Question. Ashley, it's me, Mrs. Watson. Peanut, her dog, barked in the background. He's a chihuahua, so his bark sounds like someone breaking glass in your ear. Shrill squared. Is your father home? Mrs. Watson said. Interesting question. Not a good one when your mind is filled with Sunday nap cobwebs. My real dad had been dead for years, but she knew that. Sam's my stepfather. No, he took Mom and Dylan out to the cheapo theater to see some. I just got back from my trip, she said. Will you have him call me? Trip? Mrs. Watson hadn't told us about any trip. What's up? I said. She tried to quiet Peanuts, but the dog was yiping his head off. Something's wrong, she said. Something terribly wrong. You want Bryce and me to come over? I heard the thud, thud, thud of his basketball behind our house. Would you? She sounded like me on the first night of algebra homework. Chapter 2. Bryce. I had to go top speed to keep up with Ashley on the way to Mrs. Watson's. I couldn't imagine what the problem was. She's a good friend. She lets us park our ATVs in her barn during school, and she's always offers us snacks and stuff. Fashion is not really my thing, but I couldn't help but notice Mrs. Watson's bright yellow pantsuit that made her look like the sun on its way to a picnic. She calls it her driving uniform. Ashley gave me her no smart remark look. Peanuts was barking, so I tried to pick him up, but he scrambled away when we walked inside. He's left speck of yellow on the aluminum, so I knew he was scared. I'm so glad you're here, Mrs. Watson said, wringing her hands. Someone's been in the house. Then she started talking 1,000 miles an hour. And all Ashley and I could do was stand there with our mouths hanging open. I drove to my brother's in Wyoming Friday. He lives in LaMay. She told us about her brother, what they ate, what kind of house he has, how the grass looked. I wanted to scream. Get on with it already. Finally, she said, anyway, when I got home, Peanut sniffed and barked as soon as we got in the house. I couldn't get him to stop. He wasn't just happy to be home, Ashley said. That's what I've been thinking too. No, he usually comes in. I get him a bowl of food, and he curls up on his chair. The first thing I noticed was that stain on the stairs. I knelt by the first stair, and sure enough, there was a smudge on the white carpet. Mrs. Watson is always neat and tidy, but this was hardly real evidence of a prowler. It could have been made by Peanuts, or Mrs. Watson for that matter. I inspected the front and back door. Neither looked like anyone had pried it open, and the windows on the first floor were all locked tight. Anything missing? I said. She looked around. TV's still here, and my video player. I haven't looked through the whole house yet. Did you call the police? She shook her head. I thought your father would help. Besides, what would I tell them? They think I had a screw loose in my head. Can't argue with that. Let's check the whole house, Ashley said. I started downstairs and planned to work my way up looking for any signs of missing stuff. I wasn't down there 3 minutes when I heard a scream from upstairs. Peanuts had calmed down, but now he started barking again. I ran up and found Mrs. Watson sitting on her bed, cradling an old wooden jewelry box. Ashley standing beside her. My mother's brooch, Mrs. Watson whispered. She gave it to me when I was young, just before she died. She looked up with little girl eyes. Why would anyone want to steal that? Anyway, you could have misplaced it, I said. I kept it in here for years. Is anything else missing? Ashley said, putting a hand on her arm. The old woman nodded. The diamond necklace my late husband gave me on our 25th anniversary. She put a hand to her mouth. His ring! Oh, they'd taken Carl's wedding ring. She broke down, and Ashley tried to comfort her. Any fingerprints on the box were gone now because Mrs. Watson had handled it. I looked around the room and spotted a black smudge on the bedroom door. What could have made this? Mrs. Watson's eyes were vacant. She just shook her head. Guess we have something to tell the police now, I said, reaching for the phone. Pretty much, that sounds pretty interesting. A mystery that needs to be solved. And like I said, I want to try to read 2 chapters a day from this book. If not 2 chapters, a chapter, because they're very short, and there's 101 chapters. So, that will be it for now. So, if you like this vlog, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your comments below and hit the subscribe button.
And we know Jesse will be #1 on it.
We all love you all. God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye.